Hey guys, I am super excited about this lab that you guys are going to get to do today. Um, you're not going to be able to do this for a while when I'm recording this. You'll notice that I'm all decked out for Christmas. But I'm just super excited about getting this ready for you so you guys can actually do a lab at home, okay? Because unfortunately, with the way things are, we haven't been able to do that. So what this lab is called is how does your heart rate? And you're gonna need to measure your pulse and measure it after you do different activities, and then you're gonna actually graph your results. Okay, so you're gonna be using yourself as the experiment. Okay, I have some tips on these slides. Really, only like two of these, four of these slides you're going to be writing on, but the other slides are there to help you. What I have on this very first slide is a video that I want you to watch right here, okay? So please make sure that you do watch this video because it's got some important information on it, and it's also going to help you be able to find your own pulse. On the left-hand side, I have some tips on how to find your pulse. The easiest way to find it is to do it on your neck. That's how I always do it. I always have a hard time doing it on my wrist. So this is way easier for me, and it's stronger pulse, and so it'll probably be easier for you too. So what I do is I kind of like stretch my neck up, and you're gonna feel two indentations right here on either side of what's called your larynx. And you're gonna take the first two fingers, and you're gonna put them in this kind of like a crevice right here, or you could do it on this side, and then relax your neck, and you should be able to feel your pulse. Okay? If you can't find it, kind of move your fingers around just a little bit, but make sure that there's like an indentation right here, and you should be able to feel it. You might have to kind of push a little harder to feel it to actually get next to that artery that you're looking for. Okay? Then another thing that I want to show you is this timer that I am sharing with you. So I'm linking it in the assignment. I'm linking it right here. It's linked on several slides. So on this timer, what you're going to do is you are going to edit. You're going to hit the edit button, and you're going to change the numbers here. Depending on what you're doing, follow the directions. You might be setting the timer for 3 minutes, for 1 minute, for 10 seconds. It depends on what step you are on. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to take like a 3 minute nap or rest your head for 3 minutes. So you're going to want to set it for 3 minutes first. And then that's your first activity is the nap. And then make sure don't forget to also set the alarm as a beep so it wakes you up in case you fell asleep. Or you get that auditory warning that, oh, the time is up. Okay. Then after each activity, which is going to be, resting for 3 minutes, then you're going to, walk in place and do jumping jacks and run. After each of those activities, you're going to measure your pulse for 10 seconds. We're only measuring it for 10 seconds and counting it for 10 seconds because then later on we'll multiply the number times 6, which makes 60 seconds, and that's a minute. What we really want is your pulse for a minute, but instead of having to sit here forever, counting your pulse for a whole minute, we just count it for 10 seconds and then multiply it times 6, and that gives you your pulse for a whole minute. Okay. So use the timer, set the time right, set the alarm, and then you hit the done and the start button, and to get the timer going for you. So you don't have to worry about the time. You're just worrying about counting your actual pulse. Now, this slide tells you exactly what to do, which is what I'm going to go over, and how to put your answers. Okay. So, what you're going to do, I'm going to go to the next slide because it's a little easier to see. What you're going to do is you're going to sit or take a nap for 3 minutes, and then you are going to measure your pulse for 10 seconds, count it for 10 seconds. Okay. Count how many times you feel the actual pulse, and then you're going to write your answer right here in the first blank. And then you're going to walk in place for about a minute or 3 minutes. Just kind of get your pulse a little bit higher, and then count it for 10 seconds, write it in the second blank in the blue box. Then, and I have some text boxes here for you, okay? Then you're going to do jumping jacks for a minute. You'll be okay. I know it's going to be hard, but you're going to survive, okay? And then count your pulse after the jumping jacks for 10 minutes. And then the last one, you have a choice. You can either do chair steps where you step up on a chair and then step down. Step up, be careful, okay? Or you could run for a minute or 3 minutes, or you could come to the track and run a lap or something. It's up to you. But then right after you run, it's going to be really easy to feel your pulse after the jumping jacks and after the running. You count it for 10 seconds, okay? Then all four of these numbers, you're going to multiply each of them times 6 and put your answer right here in the yellow box. Now, you're going to have four numbers here, and that's what you are going to graph. So let's go to the next slide. So here, this is what your graph is going to look like, sort of. You're going to have some dots that I'm going to let you drag over, and then you're going to connect your dots with a line, and you're going to use the tool at the top over here, this little tool right here that Santa's pointing at. You click on that, and then it gives you choices on lines, so you can draw lines between your dots. So let's look at the next slide. So here are your dots. You're going to drag these over and you're going to put them wherever they belong. Okay. So I'm going to set this back over here because I'm not doing mine yet. Then the last things that you're going to do is you're going to answer 2 post-lab questions. So let me show you those. What are the effects of exercise on your pulse rate? Discuss how it changed after walking, jumping jacks, and running. What you should be talking about here is how your pulse increased, okay? So talk about, how it started and then what happened after the walking, after the jumping jacks, and then after the running. Then in slide 8, you have your last question. Why did your pulse rate increase when you exercise? The video that you watched in the first slide is going to help you a lot with this answer. So you're going to write your answer right here. I did put a hint right here. Words that you should be using in your answer, okay, are oxygen, carbon dioxide, pulse, heart, and again, rewatch the video if you need any help. I'll see you guys at our next Google Meet. Bye.